Don't make this mistake when you trade in your vehicle. My dad sold cars for 43 years. We're going to show you how to get the most for your trade-in right now. All right, Mr. Shevska, I am so excited for you. You're going to go home in your new Acura MDX. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. The next step for you, the finance office, our finance manager, Jose, he's excited to work with you and make sure that you understand your loan options, the extended warranty products, things like that. But it's been a pleasure working with you, Mr. Shevska. Congrats again on your new Acura MDX.
Well, so far this has been a pleasure. But before I go to see Jose, I happen to have, a trade-in. Well, a vehicle that I could trade in. I might trade. What I'd like to do is I'd like to see what you would offer me for the vehicle so I can make a determination as to whether or not I will trade it in.
You're telling me, Mr. Shevska, we negotiated the out-the-door numbers on that MDX and you didn't tell me you have a car to sell? Okay, I mean, it's a little... Usually customers, I asked you about 10 times if you had a car that you were looking to sell. You were a little wishy-washy on it. So, okay, you've got a car you want to sell.
Yes.
Talk to me about this. What do you got? Let me see. We can put a number on it.
Well, I have a 2021 Honda CR-V EXL. Only has 28,000 miles, driven by a short, fat old man. Me. Okay? Well-maintained, well taken care of. And, I have some sense as to what I think it could be worth based on me shopping around and seeing what other dealers are selling these for. So can you give me some ideas to what we're looking at on my vehicle?
Okay, Mr. Shevska, I mean, obviously, I know we just negotiated the out-the-door price on that Acura. You're an educated guy. I get it. But at a minimum, you're going to have to give me the VIN, the vehicle identification number. I need the exact mileage. Do you happen to have a photo of the odometer? Let me know. Do you have 1, 2 sets of keys? And then you mentioned that it was fairly well maintained. I'll go get us a value from my manager really quick. I'll just assume it's kind of in fair average value. And that way we can go up if there's anything better. But why don't you jot down that VIN for me here? Write it down on this pen and paper. And then I'll run back to my manager and we'll see what number we can put on the car.
Here you go. Here's the VIN. And remember, it's 28,000 miles. It's been completely maintained. I have all the service records. And I have both sets of keys. And as you know, keys are like $350, $400 a key these days. And everybody wants two. I happen to have two. So it's white with the tan leather interior. It's gorgeous, navy, everything. No dents, no dings, no accidents. Go see what your boss might want to offer for that.
All right, Ray, so I spoke with my manager. Obviously, we haven't seen the vehicle, so this is all contingent on doing a walk around and a real appraisal of the vehicle. But when we plugged it into our computer system, we came back at about $17,500. So if you were to trade in this vehicle today, we would pay you $17,500. I didn't even ask you before, did you finance this? Do you have a loan? Things like that. So help me understand that part of the equation. And as a friendly reminder, you get a sales tax basis benefit. So by trading this vehicle in on your $52,000 purchase from us today, you will actually receive a sales tax basis benefit of $17,500. You're going to be paying $17,500 less in sales tax, less of sales tax from that purchase price of that Acura. So no, another couple $100 on top of it. Effectively, the trade-in value I'm giving you here is about $18,000. So a lot to digest there. Let me know if I need to break it down for you. And if you don't mind, share with me, did you finance this vehicle? How much do you owe on it right now?
Don't worry about what I owe on it, because at this point, you're not going to be trading it. 17,000 or 17,500 is a ridiculously low number.
It's effectively 18,000 with that sales tax basis benefit.
I get that, but first we have to establish the real value of the vehicle before we worry about that inflated value with the sales tax savings. Okay, so I have done some research, much like I did when I was looking at the MDX. I have checked around. These vehicles are retailing in our area, similar vehicles, similar miles, anywhere from like $26,500 to $28,500. I don't expect a retail number for it, but
yeah, Mr. Shevska, I have to jump in. Who cares about retail prices? That's not a trade-in value. That's what a dealer's selling a vehicle for. And as you know, you're obviously well-educated. We have to do reconditioning work. We have to prepare the vehicle. So you can take those retail numbers and you can set them to the side. Doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll set them to the side, except that I understand understand that you would have to recondition the vehicle. I don't expect you to pay me retail for the car. The car's not worth retail to you, but it's worth more than the 17.5 that you're offering based on what you'd be able to sell it for. Now, just so you know, I went online. I contacted CarMax and Carvana. I got online bids from them for that vehicle. And I think there was another one that sent me, it was either Echo Park or Driveway, whatever. I forget who it was, but I got 3 bids online. And just between you and me, there's about a half a dozen Honda dealers within a 50-mile radius. I visited 4 of them, showed them the car and told them I was just interested in selling it to them, not buying anything, just selling it to them. And every one of them gave me a number higher than 17.5. So I'm thinking we're about $4,000 or $5,000 apart. How close to 22 can you get for me?
22,000. My manager's at 17.5, Mr. Shefsky. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get anywhere near that. But okay, did you happen to print out, or do you have a write-up from any of those dealers that you visited? Like, what ammunition can you give me so when I go back in my sales manager's office and he's tearing me a new one, at least I stand a chance?
I've got copies of everything from all the dealers. I'll be more than happy to share them with you, and the online bids. Oh, and by the way, did I mention that I have both set of keys? And I have every one of my service records for the vehicle showing that it's been maintained to the degree that Honda said it needed to, in the time frames that Honda said it needed to. Oil changes, everything has been handled in the time frames that were set up by Honda. So you have all that when you go to retail. Did I mention it's an EXL white with tan leather navigation?
Mr. Shefsky, you've mentioned,
beautiful vehicle.
It all. I still can't believe you brought this up at the end when we've negotiated everything else already. Anyway, all right, let me go talk to my manager and let me see what we can do.
Sounds good to me. You better come back with a better number, though, if you'd like to have it for your used car inventory.
All right, so here's the deal, Mr. Shefsky. I got my sales manager up $3,000. We're at $20,500. When you add in the sales tax basis benefit, effectively, what we're getting you here is $21,200. The highest cash offer you had that I saw in all the printouts and handouts that you shared with me was $21,000. So we are right there, $200 above with the sales tax basis benefit, and you got $3,000 more out of us, okay? I don't know what else we can do. That's my sales manager is ready to punch a hole in a wall, but here, this is what we can do for you. You brought all the receipts. Can we add this into the deal and keep things moving?
Well, I was hoping for a minimum of 22, but you tell your boss 21,750 as a trade-in. Don't forget, tell him I got both sets of keys, all the service records, and we've got ourselves a deal.
Mr. Shefsky, we haven't even seen or touched the car yet. I can't get the 21,750 right this moment. Why don't we do this? You go home. Let's sign the paperwork for the MDX you're taking home. You go home. You bring that car back in. We'll do a walk around. Once it's here, let's see if we can commit to whether it's the 20,500 or you want the an even bigger. Bring it in. Bring it in, and at a minimum, we'll get you to the 21.2. I can guarantee you that. Does that sound like an okay next step? Maybe we can go higher, but we need to at least touch the vehicle, see it here first.
Well, it's parked right down the street. If you want to give me a ride down there, we can go pick it up. Because I assumed you'd probably want to see it.
All right, let's do that as a next step, and we'll go from there. All right, you're a tough customer, Mr. Shefsky, but good on you for getting that extra $3,000 and maybe some more.
I'm hoping for more.